Hey, I'm going to be showing you how to work out your knowledge of chords, how to stretch your imagination, how to play those chords differently using inversions. But most importantly, I'm just going to teach you something called the chord workout. It's pretty simple. Okay, the first thing you got to know about the chord workout is that we're working with, at first, the three most popular chords in pop music, or really in most Western music, and that's, well, C, F, and G. But it's kind of hard to think abstractly because not all songs are in the key of C. And what I'm going to do are I'm going to use numbers instead. Let's say C is 1 because we're in the key of C. No black keys to worry about. So C is 1 in the scale and in the key. Then F would be 4, G would be 5. So that's where I get 1, 4, and 5 from. Now I realize I just played something that you didn't know yet, but that's okay. But this is pretty easy to figure out. I'm going to do one hand first. The C chord is done with C, E, and G. And you need to use the fingering that I'm showing you here. 1, 3, 5. I'm just a stickler. I'm a piano teacher. You got to use this fingering. There's a reason. The next chord is 4. You're having 3 in the middle. You have 5 on top, but your 5th finger has to stretch up a whole step. And your middle finger has to come up a half step. This is important to remember because once you get this down, then you can transition to other keys. You just gotta go by the feel of that whole step and the half step. Back to C. So, 1, 4, and then 5. This one's a bit weird to transition to. It's right here. G's on top. 5, it's the root. The root's on top, which is kind of funny. Then B is on the bottom, half step below C, and D is in the middle. And that's why I use 2 in the right hand. So it's 1, 2, 5. If this feels weird to go C, F, G, you can go back and forth. C, F, C, G, C, and just get used to how it feels when you're stretching. And then just try to drill yourself. The next thing you gotta do is add the left hand. At first, go ahead and also add it in a triad. 1, 3, 5, root, 3rd, 5th shape. Just by itself. 5, 3, 1 for the C chord. 5, 2, 1. And notice this shape. Sometimes in piano you'll see things like it's going opposite directions, it's mirroring, but the fingering is the same. Okay, so then we have these are the same shapes right here, but sound doesn't really match. This matches. So, the 4 chord has 5, 2, and 1. You have to reach up again for that 4 chord. The top note goes up a whole step, and the middle note goes up a half step. Then the G chord has B in the bass with 5, D in the middle with 3, and G on top with 1. Then the C. And again, like the right hand, get used to going back and forth. And once you get alright with it, try it in this pattern, C, F, G, C. Now, because I'm a piano teacher, I kind of have a lot of experience. Well, I have a lot of experience working with a metronome, but working with one is a great idea. Set it to something simple like 60 beats per minute or 80 beats per minute, and give every chord 4 beats each, so you're treating it like it's a whole note in 4/4 time or common time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, that's part 1. The second part is you're going to keep chords in the right hand, but your left hand is going to do roots, because it's in the bass clef and that's the lowest part and it sounds like a bass, it's foundational, there's lots of reasons why. You can play this any variety of ways. You could play it just like that, C, or you could have your pinky on C, or sorry, your thumb on C, and go down to F, G, C. Try it a lot of different ways. There's no right way or wrong way to do this, as long as you get those roots in. So I'll just play it like this for now to show you. And again, 4 beats each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you want to do is work up to the point where you can do right after each other in succession. One note. I'm playing this root note up pretty high. It's because I have a camera right here, and I want to make sure you can see the notes. Really, you should be playing this at least an octave lower. That way it sounds like a bass note. Because when you play the G, it sounds like it's just here. It doesn't sound really like foundational. This brings you to another point. You can also use octaves in the left hand, which is a great idea. Sometimes you have to look. Even teachers have to look. Nothing wrong with looking. Okay, so these are our basic ones. So the first thing to do, both hands. Second thing to do, right hand chords, left hand roots. The third thing to do is a little bit trickier, and this is where you get to be more creative and actually make music. What you're going to do is you're going to take the notes in each triad. You're going to keep that metronome on at 60 to 80 beats per minute, and you're going to, within 4 beats each, for each chord, you're going to have some freedom of expression. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be anything. It could even just be block chords. You could also make it more complicated. If you're good with patterns, which you eventually will be after working with this method, you'll get really good at just keeping things. And what you want to work up to is the ability to do 2 things. The first thing is to, while you're working on an improvisation, think about the next one you want to do and play it. Do it because it'll take too long, but you just want to exhaust all of your options. This is where people have problems with, the people I teach. There's a way to get around that too. Start simple. Remember, simple is good. So, maybe I didn't say that in this video. Maybe it was another take, but simple is good if I didn't say that already. This is what I mean. Start with block chords. Because when you play block chords both hands, that means that you can alternate hands. Some sort of combination of right and left and together. Get the idea? So, we're going to move on. The next chord that we have to work on is 6 minor. This is an E minor chord. I say 6 minor. Sorry, not E minor, A minor. Because we're working in the key of C, and that's just how it works. I don't want to get into the theory of it. I'm just going to say it's an A minor. Now I'm going to take this down. This is where we're going to put it. This looks a lot like the 4 chord, don't you think? That's why this is really easy. So now we're going to add it into the mix, and we'll do something simple like a 50s doo-wop progression. 1, 6 minor, 4, 5, 1. Believe it or not, that progression is still used in today's pop music. If you think it sounds old-fashioned, it's because I've played it that way. But there are ways to also update the sound, and you can do that. I didn't show you the fingering. Let me show you that first. For an A minor, or the 6 minor, in the key, you want to use 1, 2, 5 in the right hand, and the left hand is 5, 3, 1. See why the fingering is important? Because going to the 4, it's just a half step away in the middle note. E to F. Now that you have 4 chords, you have a C, an F, a G, and A minor. Now mix them up. Try to figure out what are some cool progressions. What sounds cool to you? I'm sure you've heard that one before. could do. Whatever, you can just mess it up, and like I did, it sounds terrible. Okay, but now you have really, really, really common chords that a lot of different songs already use, and now you have a way to practice those chords. You have a way to variate the patterns and to start thinking about patterns that you would want to use for your own songs, and also how to strengthen yourself. Now, this is for the advanced piano players out there who are so bored with the first part of this video. This is where you can stretch yourself. If you're already past this, yeah, I know how to play a C, an F, and a G, whatever, A minor, sure. Alright, tough guy or girl, start working with the different inversions. And do different complicated chord progressions. Make the chord progressions longer. Make them variate in length. Don't do 4 beats each. This is my bad. Let's see. Okay, you can really start messing with your head. And I'm also, again, advanced people, I'm also just playing in C. Go ahead, do it in A flat. Sure. Let's see. Oh boy, this is where it happens. So it's a mind workout for me too. There we go. G minor. The other thing you can do, advanced peoples, is you can also figure out ways to make it more interesting in the bass. What I'm talking about is putting the third in the bass instead of just a root. Not all the time, but obviously going C to F, you could put the E there. And it also leads up real well to the A minor. Mess around with that a little bit, okay? I hope you got something awesome out of this video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.